Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, station.
On the Hawkeyes Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder. Presented by Oak Knoll, an active life care community. Also brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. And by U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Live from the Hyatt Regency, here is your host, Rob Brooks.
Welcome to Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder as the 8-1 Hawkeyes coming off a 99-65 victory over Bowling Green as Iowa sprinted out to a 29-16 advantage after one quarter. Led by as many as 36 in the fourth quarter. Every player able to play did. 5 players in double figures. Of course, Caitlin Clark leading the way with 24 points, also dished out 11 assists. Kate Martin with 17, and Sharon Goodman, her first career double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds. Next on the calendar, Iowa State on Wednesday from Ames. Hawks go for the sweep in the state schools. Well, Lisa, obviously a fun afternoon on Saturday. It was a raucous Carver Hawkeye Arena. And the thing that really continues to impress me about this team is your fast starts. No matter the opponent, home, road, you get off to a 29-16 lead after one against Bowling Green. Well, it's got to be a great feeling. And then, number two, kind of how have you been able to do that with, not the same starting lineup every single night?
Yeah, we have had some good starts, and I like that because, then the other team's always playing from behind. And I think that, mentally can wear on you a little bit, especially if you're playing in Carver. You're on the road and you're always trying to catch up, so to speak. But I don't know. I can't really explain our fast starts. Other than that, I think as a whole, we're really passing the ball well and moving it around. Like, for example, in the Bowling Green game, we had 29 assists on 14 turnovers. And so, 29 assists is pretty good. I think we play at a really fast speed, and I think that throws some people that haven't played against us before, just how quickly we do get up and down the floor. And I think just adjusting to that takes a little bit of time. But I'm not really sure why we've had such good fast starts, but we'll keep plugging away and hope to keep having them, especially, this Wednesday at Hilton.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Caitlin Clark has 24, 11 assists, 17 from Kate Martin, double-double, first career double-double by Sharon Goodman, 12 points and 11 rebounds in just under 26 minutes. And then, Sydney comes off the bench with 14, and Addie was finishing around the basket. She had 10. So really good production, and I know you love all those players in double figures.
Yeah, I do love the fact that we had so many people in double figures, and we had 72 paint points against Bowling Green. That's almost unheard of. That's a game's worth right there. And, they're so worried about our three-point shooting, and people are so worried about Caitlin. They try some junk defenses, and then people aren't really spending the time working on their junk defenses, and they think they can come just do it, and then it doesn't work out so well. We just scored so many points against their box and won. So many people had opportunity to contribute. And like you said, we had great production out of Sharon Goodman, who shot 63%, Molly Davis, who shot 83%. And I just the percentages based on if they make threes as well. Kate Martin, 78%. Caitlin was at 55%. Gabby, 75%. Sid, 100%. Addie, 80%. Jada Gimpy, 100%. AJ Ediger, 67%. Those are some remarkable field goal percentage shooting.
Yeah, 42 out of 63 for the game, just under 67%. And you mentioned Sydney being perfect. We're not talking about 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3, 7 out of 7 from the floor.
And 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 turnovers, 3 steals, getting on the floor for loose balls. I thought Sid, just comes in and just has those hustle plays. She's coming off the bench and just ready to contribute right away. I just think she's playing very, very well.
And that kind of goes, Lisa, to the depth too, right? You talked about the junk defenses, and rightfully so much attention paid to Caitlin, but you've got other players that can and have stepped up. Kate Martin's offense, boy, she looks really comfortable at that end of the floor.
I agree. She was 7 for 9 from the field in this game, and I just think she has 3 blocks in there, a couple, 5 rebounds. I think Kate's just playing at a different level right now. She's playing so strong and so confidently, and I just love to see her play like that. As a 6th-year senior, she should, have the confidence and the experience to be behind that. But as a whole, our team is shooting 53% from the field. So those are some really good numbers. 37% from three-point range, 74% from the free throw line. I wish that would go up a little bit. It's a little bit low from the free throw line for us, but very happy with the way that we're shooting the ball right now.
And, with Kate and a lot of the other players, we've talked about some great numbers, but is there a category that your team gets more excited than blocked shots?
Yeah, it doesn't happen a whole lot with us. And so when it happens, it's pretty fun. And, Kate gets pretty emotional about that. So it is fun for our team.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Going back to Sydney, too, obviously everybody that you recruit, best player on the team, all-state, big-time numbers. Did you see her get on the floor with all the hustle plays like that in high school?
She was always somebody that we just loved her spunk. We loved her hustle plays. I just kind of refer to Sid as my kind of blue collar, I'll fight her out there all the time. She'll do all the dirty work for you. It doesn't matter, what we ask her to do, whether we ask her to play the 3, the 4, to rebound, to get back in transition. It doesn't matter. She'll just do whatever. But I always count on Sid, at least one of those kind of hustle plays every game, whether it's saving a loose ball, diving on the floor to tie something up. And that just is like huge momentum. It really is. It just builds the excitement of the crowd and of your team.
Well, a great crowd on hand once again at Carver Hawkeye. We'll see that all season long. But, boy, you have some special guests that make appearances. That looked like a pretty excited locker room, too.
Oh, it's fun. When you have somebody that's as great of a player as Sue Bird in the house sitting front row, here's an Olympian, somebody that, played in the WNBA for years, won national titles. And, here she is in the front row at our games. That's pretty cool. And then, Jason, Ted Lasso, you got to love that when you got him on the dance cam. And, the place loved it, man. I'm telling you, we were in a timeout when he did his dance, and it was hard for us to refocus afterwards. It really was. We had to take a second and refocus because everybody was laughing. And then he just was so generous with his time after the game. I told him, I've always had the Believe sign in my office for about a month. My staff put it up there about a month ago, never knowing that he would actually be at one of our games. And when he found that out, he was like, you want to go up and have, sign it now? And so we were like, of course, please come on up. And he was in no hurry to leave. So it was really cool to spend that time with him. And he's kind of the same type of guy you see on that show, on the Ted Lasso show. He's kind of self-depreciating. I asked him what he was working on now, and he said, nothing, just my attitude. And so just a great guy. It was fun spending time with him.
Well, I remember out in Seattle at the Elite Eight when Sue Bird came to shoot around, and just how excited, Caitlin and the entire team was. That's a kind of an oh wow moment, and then to have her come to Carver Hawkeye says a lot about this team as well.
Yeah, and when we asked her to speak, to our team before the Elite Eight, that was special for our team. And yeah, they look up to her so much, and so they were excited to see her last year, and they were just as excited to have her back this year. So I'm really just pleased that our team recognizes the greatness that, is supporting our team, and to have people like that come and support us in Carver is really special.
Oaknoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oaknoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud presenting sponsor of Hawk Talk with Coach Bluder. Visit oaknoll.com to learn more. Throughout the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa. And we'll be back with more Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oaknoll on the Hawkeye Radio Network.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular. So you can connect with all your family members this holiday season, like your snowbird grandparents, your adorable nieces, or your favorite uncle. Just think, with any phone free from US Cellular, you could even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or maybe just send her a festive text. Everyone can get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smartertogether. Member FDIC.
Our mission at Oaknoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oaknoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
This is Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oaknall. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Yeah, and I think too, Coach, you go back to the Florida tournament, great crowds down there, and I talked to some people courtside that they'd flown in from Mississippi and Alabama, and I'm sure you've heard even more stories than that, just to see Caitlin and this team play. Which, boy, that says a lot when somebody's willing to hop on a plane and fly several states over to see a basketball team.
Yeah, I mean, they're making an emotional investment, a physical, a financial investment to be there. And I think it's just because this team, I mean, people get attached to this team and they're willing to make those kind of expenditures just to see this team live. And people have said that to me before, is like, I watch this team on TV, but seeing them live is a whole different thing. And you're right. I mean, I go back to the Virginia Tech game. I'm out walking that morning. I run into people from Vermont and Maine that came to Virginia to Charlotte just to see us play there. And, that's just quite an honor. And I just want our team to represent themselves in the utmost manner all the time, because people are pouring into this team and we have to give them an example worthy of being poured into.
Yeah, that certainly is the case. Then you go to the Big Ten. Yesterday, I saw where Minnesota has announced a sellout. Rutgers, Northwestern, Wisconsin, and I think Maryland's really, really close. That when the Big Ten season really starts to roll around, you might see every single road venue sold out for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I think I don't think those places have ever had a sellout before. And so it's pretty special when they do. Just like when you and I did, right? This year, they had a sellout when we were there. Now, I don't know when we go to these places if we're going to see a lot of Hawk fans or if we're going to see a lot of opposing team fans. I don't know. I know when we go to Northwestern, there's always tons of Hawk fans there. So I think we're going to have a lot of Hawk fans there. I would think when we go to Wisconsin, we're going to have a lot of Hawk fans at that game. But man, I don't know about Rutgers and Maryland and Minnesota. I don't know if these are people that are just can't wait to cheer against us. If everybody in their marketing departments are pulling out all stops because we are a top 5 ranked team, and let's pull out all the stops to try to beat this team on our home court. I don't know what it is. So it's going to be interesting. I know that our team loves to play in front of a big crowd. And so we're going to get a taste of it when we go over to Hilton on Wednesday, when we are, that's going to be our first hostile environment, I think, that we've played in. And so that will be interesting to see how our team reacts. But I think right now they're used to playing in front of a crowd, and not everybody is.
Right. And I think you've got some players that don't mind if they're cheering against them.
I think sometimes it gets our players a little more fired up, to be quite honest. And so I remember one time, I can't remember the game, but I remember the official. I won't say her name, but it was in Florida. It was a game, and somebody did something to Caitlin, and I said something to the official on the way down, and then Caitlin just stroked this unbelievable three, and I said to the official, "Now you've just made her mad." So, I mean, watch out if you make her mad. And I don't care if it's an official or an opposing player or an opposing coach that makes her mad. Watch out if you do so.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times over the years, haven't we?
We have.
Well, you mentioned Iowa State. That will be a hostile environment. Always is. The Hawks have won 6 of the last 7. Have had tremendous success over in Ames. Iowa State's at 4-3. They've won their last 2 games against St. Thomas 85-44, and then UNC Wilmington 85-58. This is a different Iowa State team, though, isn't it, from the Big 12 championship last year? There's a lot of youth on this squad. There
is a lot of youth on this squad. They are starting right now. 3 freshmen in their starting lineup, and they bring 2 more off the bench to play significant time. So, they do have a couple of transfers. They've got a transfer at the point guard position, a transfer center that comes in off the bench for them. But I'm really impressed with Addie Brown in that she's a true freshman from Kansas that is really their second leading scorer and playing so well. 6'2" freshman, plays the 4, can shoot threes, can rebound, can post up. I think she's the real deal. And then, of course, Audie Crooks is another freshman that's their leading scorer at 16 points a game and can rebound. Doesn't have a lot of range, but boy, she is hard to defend, and she's shooting 67% from the field. She is really, really hard to defend.
Yeah, Brown had 24 the last time out, and then Crooks had 16 and 9. So it's not the usual suspects that we have seen in the past, which, sometimes a young team, as you well know, can kind of rally around a big-time game like this.
Oh, absolutely. And you know that Coach Fenley will have them ready to go for this game. And, the freshmen, they don't maybe understand the Iowa State rivalry yet. But, when we were recruiting, we recruited Audie Crooks. And, of course, Kelsey Jones is from here in Iowa City. So they know what it's all about. And, they played on All Iowa TAC, for example. Kelsey Jones and Adriana Jackson have played on the All Iowa TAC team with a lot of our players. So they know each other very, very well. And I'm sure they'll be ready for that game.
Well, this is kind of round 3 with the state schools taking care of Northern Iowa and Drake. And is this a topic that you bring up? I know it's in the past, it's been important to be state champions.
Yeah, it's kind of one of our, I don't want to say one of our major goals. It's kind of one of our minor goals. I mean, not that it's not important. It is important. Especially when you're playing at Iowa State, you're going into a Power 5 school. You're playing into a hostile environment, somebody from the Big 12. So you want to beat them for so many reasons. But yeah, you want to be state champs, and this will wrap that up for us if we're able to get a victory over at Ames. But, the last time we went over there, we came home without the victory. And so, like you say, we've won 6 of the last 7, but we want to get back into winning on the road as well as at home.
Yeah, and just keeping the momentum going, Coach. Seems like you're good basketball and just don't want to take any steps back right now.
Well, absolutely, and especially when we open up Big Ten play immediately after this. We play it at Ames on Wednesday, but then we have to go to Madison and open up our Big Ten on the road against Madison, a team that's not at the top of the Big Ten for sure, but again, sold out arena, starting the Big Ten, everybody's 0-0. You want to go in and build some momentum in the Big Ten as you started the second time after the Christmas, break.
Hawk fans, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark is here for every moment too. With trusted health coverage committed to making healthcare better, learn more at wellmark.com/hoops. This is Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oak Knoll on the Iowa Hawkeye Radio Network.
Know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard with 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular. So you can connect with all your family members this holiday season, like your snowbird grandparents, your adorable nieces, or your favorite uncle. Just think, with any phone free from US Cellular, you can even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Everyone can get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/corngrowsiowa.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and 2024 CRV.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, as we certainly have a big week of basketball. The Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series gets going with the basketball phase, the women, of course, on Wednesday, and the men on Thursday. Throughout the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa. Pleased to be joined by Stan Nelson, the president of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. And Stan, appreciate you taking the time and certainly your involvement with the Cy-Hawk Series. Just a little bit of background for our listeners about where you live, how you got into farming, and just how important it is to you.
Rob, first off, thanks for the time here. I'm farming in Danville, which is Des Moines County, on my family's Century Farm. I grew up farming, went to school as a farmer, and came back, and here I am. Interested in community involvement and doing better for agriculture, and that landed me in the Iowa Corn Promotion Board.
How about this Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series? Why has it been so important to Iowa Corn and the Promotion Board?
One of the directives of the Promotion Board is to producer and consumer education, share our story, tell people what's going on and how we're doing it. And to communicate that, the best way we have found so far is the Cy-Hawk Series. We've got 2 Power 5 conferences in this state, and that viewership and listeners goes coast to coast. And it seems like our rivalry is getting stronger with the personalities of the players keeps coming out. It's really entertaining, and it's a great opportunity for us to share our stories and our experience.
Yeah, you're right. It's just great for the state of Iowa. Of course, from starts in the fall, goes all throughout the year, and people really get invested in it. Talk about, speaking of fall, how was the harvest and your farm in particular?
Again, I'm in Southeast Iowa. My yields were above average, surprising, but it shouldn't really be. We're taking care of our soils better. We're increasing our organic matter, which increases our water holding capacity. So our soils are more resilient, and that, along with the technology that the seed companies are giving us, if we get the right rain at the right time, we can grow good crops. The entire state was under some segment of drought this year, and we're still doing good. We can supply the corn to the world.
Yeah, of course, over here in eastern Iowa, hardly had any rain all summer. Have you talked to some of your counterparts over on the eastern part of the state? How did they fare?
Everybody was surprised at the yields we got. Some were below average, but we're still thankful for the yields we have. Some of us were above average, and we pick on each other.
I'm sure you do. Well, about the promotion board, what about the education and promotion, and then some of the other work of the Iowa Corn Checkoff?
Well, obviously, we're trying to encourage ethanol use. That's a way to lower, make our air cleaner, water cleaner. That's the big dog, but we're continuing to seek out any other avenues for corn. This fall, most recently this fall, I was able to go to the Textile Exchange conference, and that's in London, along with our Director of Industrial Innovation, Alex Buck, at the request of Lululemon. And that's a brand I'm not familiar with.
I am.
There's an age difference there. At this conference, we learned that 64% of fiber, global fiber, is synthetic, and that's made from oil. And we can do that with corn, sustainably, responsibly produced corn. And the Textile Exchange works with the fashion and textile industry, setting standards, and they follow the supply chain, up and down the supply chain, from the cotton and wool, and in this case, corn, clear up to the brands. And the entire industry is being encouraged to be regenerative, sustainable, responsible, and Iowa Corn is.
No question about that. If people want to get more information, you guys do a great job with your website. Where can people be directed to?
Great question. The website is iowacorn.org, and we're continually updating it. We're updating now. That's where you would go to get more information.
Stan, I'm sure you're excited about the basketball this week on Wednesday and Thursday inside Hilton Coliseum.
Yeah, we'll be there. It's great rivalry. It's a great opportunity to share our stories.
Stan, appreciate your time today.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
Stan Nelson, the president of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, and this is Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oaknall on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular. So you can connect with all your family members this holiday season, like your snowbird grandparents, your adorable nieces, or your favorite uncle. Just think, with any phone free from US Cellular, you could even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Everyone can get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Welcome back. This is Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oak Knoll. We'll be back next week at the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud presenting sponsor of Hawk Talk with Coach Bluder. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more.
The Iowa football team is headed to the Citrus Bowl to face 8-4 Tennessee on New Year's Day. And we would love to see you in Orlando. Gary Dolphin had a chance to catch up with our friends at Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl travel partner, and talk about the upcoming bowl charter.
Iowa, Tennessee will square off in the Citrus Bowl on New Year's morning. We'd like you there in person cheering on the Hawkeyes. Dwayne Jasper is the owner, CEO of Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited, the official University of Iowa Bowl Tour host.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready to go to Florida and enjoy some warm weather at the end of December and first part of January. And Orlando's a great place to visit, and hope to see lots of Hawkeye fans down there and traveling with us.
Tell us about the parameters of the trip itself. When do you leave? Where are you staying? Some of the amenities of your trip that you're putting together through Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited.
Yeah, the trip really has two different options. There are many Hawkeye fans that are not based in Cedar Rapids. So in many cases, they've made their own travel arrangements to get to Florida and are looking to stay with us once they arrive. So we've got land packages that start as early as December 29th, staying at the Hyatt Regency Orlando, where the team is going to be staying. So lots of opportunities to perhaps see some players, coaches, and staff. So we're excited about that. The charter flight is leaving Cedar Rapids on December 30th, and we're anticipating an early morning flight that day. And we'll be returning after the game the following day on January 2nd. Again, probably a morning flight out of Orlando. So 3 nights in Orlando to watch the Hawkeyes take on Tennessee and hopefully get a Hawkeye victory and enjoy some warm weather.
We've stayed at that hotel before in Orlando's renowned International Drive district, the Hyatt Regency. Boy, it offers the best of the best, doesn't it?
It really does. It's a great hotel. If the weather cooperates, the pool's a great place to mingle with other Hawkeye fans. But it's just a great location in Orlando. So pretty easy to get the game from there, and also attend some of the other great events that'll be going on, Hawkeye huddles and so forth.
Yeah, it's great not only for the football game at the Citrus Bowl, and the Citrus Bowl is one of the top bowls on the tour. But you mentioned the Hawks, the players, the coaches. They're always approachable. The staff is very friendly, and then right down the street is Disney World, Sea World. There's all kinds of good stuff around the 3 or 4 day trip that folks can take in with their families.
Yeah, certainly. There's other activities in the area, and you mentioned some of them just being part of Universal and Disney and all that. Great places to visit with the family when you're in the area, and even if you just want to take it easy and just relax at the hotel, it's a great spot to do it. So Orlando's just great, and anytime you can play on January 1st, you got to be excited about your team.
And what I like about this trip, we're talking about the Hawkeye Bowl trip with the official University of Iowa host, Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited with Dwayne Jasper. For folks that may want to spend a week or 10 days in Florida and want to go down on their own, you have a separate package for them, right?
That's right. So we have kind of a land package, which can include the hotel, transfers to and from the game, tickets if you need them. Obviously, if you're a season ticket holder and want to go through the University of Iowa, that's fine. We can accommodate that as well. So lots of great options to travel with Hawkeye fans.
Dwayne, what's the easiest, the best way to get a hold of you folks at Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited?
You can visit our website. We've got a link there if you want to book your package online, or feel free to give us a call at 319-393-1359, and we're happy to help get you there and promote a package that's best for you.
And don't waste time. January 1st or December 29th will be here before you know it.
That's right. That's right. And packages we're still negotiating plane sizes, but potentially we've already got 2/3 of the seats sold on some of the flights. So look forward to having everyone join us.
And I'm looking at a link to the bowl travel information, Dwayne, at iowasportstours.com, iowasportstours.com. Dwayne Jasper, CEO, owner of Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited here on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Dwayne, we'll see you down there, if not sooner.
Sounds great. Thanks, Gary.
Head to hawkeyesports.com/bowl central to view information on game tickets, air travel, and hotel. Presented by Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour.
Oakno's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oakno is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud presenting sponsor of Hawk Talk with Coach Bluder. Visit oakno.com to learn more. Throughout the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa. And we'll be back with more Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oakno on the Hawkeye Radio Network.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Accord Hybrid and 2024 CR-V Hybrid.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. This is Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oaknall. We'll be back next week at the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Oaknall's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oaknall is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud presenting sponsor of Hawk Talk with Coach Bluder. Visit oaknall.com to learn more. All games are important, but you like to at least face January and have some Big Ten victories already behind you, because obviously you jump back into the non-conference portion of the schedule in Minnesota after Christmas. But those are important to get early, aren't they? Because it's nice to be 2-0 heading into the new year.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, because it's so important to kind of have that head start or the momentum. You don't want to play from behind and try to make up ground. And if we really want to be competing for the Big Ten tournament title at the end of this year, the championship, these are games we have to win, quite honestly. And so, you can't have any slip-ups against teams that you're, in the book supposed to beat. You can't have those kind of slip-ups, because then you're playing from catch-up and you got to beat somebody then, maybe you're not. You're on an even train with.
And Coach, after that, then an interesting concept, a first time men's women's doubleheader at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. The men will play Florida A&M at 3:30, and then the Hawkeye women will take on Cleveland State at 6 o'clock down the road. It's on the 16th of December, but kind of that concept and how it came about, and it'll be fun for Caitlin to be in her hometown playing in a big time downtown arena.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, when we were approached about this game, we thought it was just an interesting concept to play in Des Moines, since Caitlin is from Des Moines. And, again, those neutral court games give you a little bit more points than the RPI, the strength of schedule, all those things, when you have neutral versus home games. Cleveland State is a good team. They are in the NCAA tournament last year. They're a team that was, I think, 31-5 last year. But playing it well, playing it again in that kind of professional atmosphere where you play your games in postseason play, whether it's Big Ten tournament or NCAA tournament, and just giving Caitlin the opportunity to go in and play, where she played her state tournament games, I think is really special for her. And again, it's a sold out environment. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's kind of the way the schedule's been this year, which I think has been terrific. You go to Charlotte, play in a NBA, WNBA arena against a top-notch opponent. Go to Des Moines, obviously had your Thanksgiving trip to Florida, and then playing at Iowa State, playing the in-state schools. It's been a good non-conference schedule so far, hasn't it?
We've had a good non-conference schedule, and right now our power ranking is number 6 in the country. And so, ironically, right behind us, number 7 is Michigan State, and I haven't even seen them play this year. I know they're 7-1, haven't seen them play, but to be ranked 6th right now is really, really good. And, that can only go up just going and playing against the really tough Big Ten conference that we have coming up.
Yeah, it was kind of funny too. At the beginning of the year, of course, everybody's talking about Iowa and Indiana and Ohio State, rightfully so. Those are the ranked Big Ten teams, but you never know with and Penn State now has jumped into the top 25. So you never know schools that have been in the middle of the pack making a move.
Penn State off to the best start they've had since Carolyn Keeger's been there. Even Michigan State was down last year. They're 7-1. Minnesota, new coach, they're doing well. Illinois was great last year. They gave us the Big Ten loss last year. They're really good. So yeah, I mean the usual suspects of Maryland, Ohio State, Indiana, but boy, you've got some other schools that are playing really, really well right now in the Big Ten. Nebraska playing well also.
Yeah, no question about that. It'll be the same as always in the Big Ten. One thing about the starting lineup, Coach, is the mix and matching a little bit. Partly due to injury, but is that something that you're going to kind of stick with for the foreseeable future?
Well, we did tell our team that at the beginning of the year is that we are going to adjust our lineups, and that's something we haven't done a lot of. Usually we've kind of been a team that goes with the starting lineup and sticks with it. But so far, we have not done that this year. Now, who knows? In a month, we might have one lineup that we really stick with. But right now, because of injuries, Hannah was in and out of the starting lineup. But we have adjusted based on, who we think is going to match up best with that team. I think what our team is getting a sense of a feeling like it doesn't matter who's in. We're going to play to the best of our ability. We're going to play great no matter who's in. And I think that can give some comfort to you as you go down the season and you get injuries, you have foul trouble, that, hey, it doesn't matter. Next man in is really great. And I think that's going to give us a little bit more confidence. When you have that lineup that you stick with that we've had for years, and then one of them goes out, it's kind of a little bit like, oh no, what's going to happen? But I think we're kind of adjusting to that with this kind of multiple lineups this year.
And that keeps everybody ready, too. I mean, competitive practices, and even if you're not a starter, you may end up playing starter minutes.
Well, no doubt about that. Like you look at Sid, Kylie, Addie have all come in and played, starter type of minutes for us. So I think that everybody, and I've always thought their job is the hardest thing. When you're 6, 7, 8, 9, you never know when you're going to go in, and you just got to be ready all the time. I think it's the hardest job. If you're sitting there as number 13, 14, 15, you think, maybe not going to get in until we're up 30 or down 30. If you're the starting 5, you know what you got to do. But boy, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those are hard jobs because you don't know when you're going to be called upon. You don't know what the situation is going to be. You don't know how many minutes you're going to play. And I think our 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 have done a really good job of handling that this year. And that's a sign of maturity.
Yeah, it seems like too. You look at Molly Davis from this year to last year. Didn't play a ton, but did get in. But now played 26 minutes on Saturday. It's all tournament down in Florida. Boy, her development early on here has been sensational.
Well, she's our 6th leading scorer at 6 points a game too. And so, I think what she's just doing is she's providing us backup minutes when Caitlin needs that. Valuable rest that she needs, but also playing well at the 2 and the 3 position for us. So she is just finding ways to contribute. And I was really happy to see her being named to the all-tournament team down in Florida. What a great honor for her. And I just really am glad when people recognize the importance that she brings to our team.
Yeah, Kate Martin's another player that certainly could have been on that.
Absolutely.
As well.
Absolutely.
Well, you got back late. Just going back to last week. Did you really kind of need that week to practice? Important not to have a game until last Saturday?
Yeah, I think our schedule worked out really well because Monday we got in. I got to my house at 3 in the morning, didn't get to bed till 4 in the morning. And, I need my sleep, and I think the players do too. So Monday was a day off. Tuesday we practiced. I was kind of worried about, how are they going to come back because it was still a little bit tired. And they had a great practice on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday was off. So it was a good week, getting back so late. It was a good week to only have one game to prep for and to be able to give them 2 days off that week.
And then obviously Iowa State on Wednesday, and then Wisconsin on Sunday afternoon. So back to a real important week. And now we're into December basketball. Well, a lot of basketball played in November, and here we go all the way up to Christmas. It's going to be another busy 3 weeks.
It really is. And then you throw finals in the mix, and we've got players that, that's really important to them, is to do well academically. And so, that week leading up to finals, a lot of people have, their final exams then, or they have projects due or papers due that week leading up to finals. And so this week is a hard week as well. And now here we are on the road for Wednesday, at least. We'll leave Tuesday after classes are over, so they will only miss the one day, Wednesday. But our players do get a little bit bent out of shape about that, because their academics are so important to them, and I respect them for that. So, and then next week, of course, being finals week, we don't have any games until the end of the week. But it's a very important time for them academically as well as basketball wise.
Yep, that's a stressful thing, especially for the younger players, the freshmen, even sophomores that really haven't been through the rigors of this time of year.
Yeah, they don't know what to expect yet. They don't know what it's like to be on the road and make sure that you have to get your studies in. You got to make sure you have time on game day. If you're in a hotel all day, okay, how can I manage my time and get my studies in, or do my Zoom classes or whatever I need to do at that time? So, and just to be wary, not to waste that time, but to use that downtime, for good use.
Coach, before we close tonight, just what's important for the Hawkeyes on Wednesday? Obviously, want to stick to what you've been doing well.
Yeah, but 3-point defense is going to be really important for us. I think, Audie Crooks is definitely their, inside is their best scorer, but they have 4 people that can shoot threes in their starting lineup. And whenever you have 4 people that can shoot threes and a dominant center, it's very hard to guard. It's kind of like our team last year, in my opinion, with Monica and then 4 good shooters around her. So that's kind of the what they pose to us, the difficulties they pose to us. So to me, the spot up threes, we've got to take advantage. We got to take care of. The post defense, it's going to be tough, especially when we don't want to put our people in a one-on-one situation with Audie Crooks, but at the same time, you may have to when there is 3 or 4 3-point shooters around her. So balancing that out for us, I believe, we got to be able to handle the junk that they throw at us, whether it's a box and one on Caitlin, whether it's sagging off of everybody but Caitlin. They're kind of known for that, to play people soft and kind of dare you to shoot it. You're on the road and, be able to step up and make those shots. And so, being able to handle that and not get wigged out if they are jamming up the middle and kind of taking that away from us.
Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Hawk fans, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark is here for every moment too. With trusted health coverage committed to making healthcare better, learn more at wellmark.com/hoops. Well, that will wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for listening to Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oaknall. Hawk Talk live next Monday night, December the 11th. Please plan to join us at the Hyatt Regency in Coralville from 6 until 7. Wednesday night is our next game broadcast. Of course, it's Iowa and Iowa State from Hilton Coliseum in Ames. The Iowa Corn Cyhawk series continues. 5:45 for the pregame show, The Tip, at 6 o'clock. Hawk Talk with Fran McCaffrey up next. This is the Hawkeye Radio Network.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder, presented by Oaknall, an active life care community. Also brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. And by U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.